Coming in, black. I just wanna win, LA baby, who we running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, state your name. Big don't go flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in base. Slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away. Cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses. I had to get back off it. See the fit. Coming in. Flex, I just wanna win. LA baby, who we running with. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. State your name. Big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in base. Slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away. Cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses. I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip, I tossed it. I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, flex. I just wanna win. LA baby, who we running with.
Hey, what's up, Carol?
I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If you never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body. I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell them most. Y'all store this broken worse as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the year's enormous. Wasn't since she isn't gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know we're knocking on the door. This came in. I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Flex. I just wanna win. LA baby, who we running with. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, flex. I just wanna win. LA baby, who we running with.
I can't find them other headphones. Some other headphones made like this. You seen them? I don't know what I put. Hold up. Oh, look where they at. They was behind. Look. No, these are good. It's not. See, these go in your ear. These be on the out like you gotta push them in there. I don't like that. This one got the little thing that goes in there. What's up, y'all? What's up, Miss Vicky?
Big don't go flame. I just switched.
What's up, Mama Margaret?
Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in base. Slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away. Cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses. I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip, I tossed it. I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in.
I'm gonna leave these ones over here though.
I just wanna win.
Hold on, these are coming, y'all.
2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump
up the action.
I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping.
What's up, I so fine? How y'all doing today? Today Sunday. I'm sharing the live stream, y'all. So hold on. Kelly, you got something to drink? I'm talking about the drink you got. You see? I mean, whatever. What did you get to drink? What did you get to drink? I ain't give you a Sprite. Oh, they ripped you off.
Hey, you need to pull all the stuff off and do it.
What's this?
Coming in.
You just chilling.
I just wanna win. LA baby,
damn, I thought I shared it.
2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. State your name. Big don't go flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in base, slab on everything. So you taking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the
Hey, y'all.
grab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. And
Hey, y'all.
wanna win. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben, dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping.
What's that?
Keep it on my body. Jump broke it.
Oh, there you go.
Don't gotta sell him most y'all is flawless. Broken versus long. It is foreign. Heard you want it cause he is enormous. Wasn't since she is a gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a
Hey, y'all.
I know we're knocking on the door. This came in.
How y'all doing? Hello. Ooh, what is that eyebrow doing? I look like a villain. Hey, y'all.
I was doing this.
I cooked nothing good today. I have not been upstairs yet. For some reason, I'm gonna tell y'all something. All jokes aside, I was reading a book on my phone. And I promise y'all, I got into reading the book. I wasn't thinking. I was just laying in the bed. She was asleep, snoring, whatever. Well, she was snoring, but she was asleep. The fan was going. So I just was reading. I was just reading. All of a sudden I had to pee. Because last time I looked at the at my time at the time, it was like 3 something. I said, all right, I read for a little bit longer. I ain't sleeping. What the hell is that? Oh, that hurt. Next thing I looked up, it was 5:50. So I got up and peed, and I said, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. Got to bed, still wasn't sleeping. I said, okay, I'm gonna be asleep by 6:30. Next thing I looked, it was 7:50. I put that shit down. I went to sleep about 8 something. I ain't sleeping like 3 hours.
She was security last night.
I don't know what was going on. Wasn't nobody breaking in here. So I have not been upstairs yet. So I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe I had syrup. Didn't mess around me. But
You said syrup.
syrup. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It is Sunday, so I didn't realize what it was. Hey, Ken. Hey, y'all. I mean, I was up, y'all, and I thought I would have slept longer, but then I got up like 12. Got up before 12, but I just laid there. But I don't know. I was top flight security of the world last night, so I don't know what's going on. How's everybody? I hope we are all having a wonderful weekend. Places are going to start opening soon. My job is one of them.
Callie.
You know, they running to get that money.
Come
And I don't know how we're going to miss. Oh.
Go back. Let's go. Come on.
So, we'll see what's going on.
Go there.
I picked this up for a reason, but just that quick, I forgot why I picked it up. I know why I picked it up. My bad. So, y'all tell me what's going on. What's good? What's happening? What y'all been doing this weekend? Has anybody ventured out? Have your states opened up yet? Have you went to a restaurant? What have you done? Has anybody went out and did anything other than just ride around the car and complain? All right, that's a viable option. We ain't got nothing else to do. Hey, Asia. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna try to wait for a few more people to get in here. I had 11 people and 2 likes. I can get a couple more likes.
No, it's not gonna show in there.
Oh, it ain't gonna show. I might have a bunch of people. I don't know. I don't know. Let me look. Okay. I was texting Leilani. I know I was doing something. How you trying to figure out? You just told me something. Oh, y'all know what? My brain is not working properly. So I'm just saying. Because I'm forgetting what I'm doing while I pick up my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting what I'm doing while I pick up my phone. Hey, Gen 6. Hey. Hey, y'all. Oh. Now, even with the topic, anybody can chime in. Topic is it's a loaded subject. I mean, see, here's the thing, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I wanted to go back, but I know it won't go back to exactly the way it was. I mean, change forces change. Just because something, we gotta roll with the punches, but I don't know. I'm still a little leery about the whole bartending in public thing, with there being no vaccine, and any time it could be another surge that hits everybody. So I don't know. It is what it is. I don't like being scared. Hey, Herbert. Hey, y'all. Oh, hold on. I think. Yeah, there it is. Yes, there it is. Okay. There you go. So, all right. Check it. Topic of the day is: can people without children judge, make comments about, have their opinion upon, hell, write a book about kids if you don't have any? You know what I'm saying? Judging single parents because they're single and you don't have any kids. Can a person who doesn't have kids write a book about kids? Inquiring minds want to know. We all have our opinions about that thing. I don't think so either. Being a parent is an experience-based profession. You can write a bill. Hey, TC. You can write a billion books. You can hold on.
What you trying to do?
No, I'm trying to see something. It don't look right. That's what I'm saying. Something like it's got too much. To a 2-parent. I'll give advice to a 2-parent household. Well, the question is, can you judge somebody when you don't have kids? And the topic came about when somebody who has more than one baby. How many kids got different dads?
I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3.
5 kids?
6.
6? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think they're opening buffets back up. Anyway, the subject came about when there was another content creator talking about, her kids and how her day-to-day struggles with the kids and not married and everything. And you know how trolls and people want to have their opinions. You should have been married. Why you got all them baby daddies? Blah, 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 blah. But a lot of people who are talking are childless. Now that can be a choice. That can be not a choice. Before I had Nick, I was told that I didn't have a choice. I wasn't gonna have no kids, so I was cool with that. I also got to being cool with being his mama, so you have to adapt. Parenting is, like I said, an experience-driven profession. You can read What to Expect When You're Expecting, all the books ever written about childbirth and having kids and all that. You can read all that stuff. And until you have one, till it pop out and say, hey, how you doing? You can't tell me nothing. Another mother can tell me. We can swap stories. We can say how, I was with Nick in an emergency room one time, and He had a stomach ache, and the little boy got hit in the head with a ball. We were just talking about our kids because they was around saying, Leilani. We was talking about kids because they was around the. Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hold on. Hey. Leilani. So we was just in there talking. Two parents, two mama boys talking about little boys and the fact that they don't like to bathe no more when they get a certain age. Now, if you didn't have any children, I couldn't broach that subject with you. I couldn't go, hey, you have any kids? No. Oh, okay. Because you wouldn't know that at a certain age, boys become allergic to water. And just walk around hot all the time, smelling like mustard and onions. So you wouldn't know that if you didn't have any kids. I mean, I'm not look here. I had niggas when I was 37. So for the majority of my lifetime, I was childless. And I gave nobody no experience on having no babies. I wasn't sitting there talking no shit. I wasn't talking about how hard it is to be somebody's mama. None of that. Because I didn't know. And I was quite happy to not know. Your girl never needed a babysitter. I could go out at 9 o'clock in the morning to go to work, come back home 9 o'clock the next morning, and ain't nobody said nothing. Because guess
Not
what?
a thing.
Not nothing. However, I had babysitters. I love kids, but I could send them out to there. I don't want no parent. Send nieces and nephews. Go back to your mama.
Go home.
I'll feed you. Then you look like me. You know what I'm saying? But no, I have nothing to say about how you beat your children. The only time I have said anything about somebody is I know it's wrong. You don't like the daddy. So every time the child do something, you calling the child ugly or stupid, or you look like your ugly daddy, da 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 da. That's the only time I ever said anything about somebody parenting. I have been in the mall. Now understand, I grew up in the South, so I've been in the mall, and a black mama will snatch a child from under some damn things, hold them up in the middle of the store.
Oh, with one hand. Okay.
And all I can do is sit there and go, I sure hope she don't see me. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell. Now, that was before I had kids. And even now, I can't tell you what to do with. I can't judge your situation. But if you ain't got no kids, that's like me rolling my fat ass up into medical school and knocking on the door and say, hey, I'm going to teach the class about brain surgery today, okay? Now, I ain't never touched the brain. I ain't never been in medical school. I ain't never did nothing brain-like. Other than, I'm kind of smart, but I'm gonna come teach. I can read the book. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to teach you how to. No, that's like you come telling me about my morning sickness and what I should do with my son and how he should act. And the only thing you got is a dog, girl. You better go somewhere before I call the pound on you.
So, hi, Lisa. Hi, DC. Hey. And to the chat. Hey, what's up, bro? Now, so here's the thing. I think the word judge may be a little too harsh. I don't think that people who don't have children should not judge people who do.
Well, see, that's what it came about. That's what this situation came about. Is how people are. I mean, if you are a content creator and you have and you share your life and you're not like I just eat or I just do makeup, you know what I'm saying? And it's like us where we share our day-to-day life, my kids and everything. So that's how she was. She was just sharing. People feel like they know you.
True.
So the statements to her were like, you should have been married before you had them kids. Why they got all them different daddies? Why you did this? See, that's the thing. It's not if you come to me and you ain't got no kids, but you help raise all your brothers and sisters, that's different. You still can't tell me what it's like to have a baby, but you might be able to say, hey, sometimes boys get this age, they act that way because you raised your brother, you raised your cousin. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of situations where kids have to be parents when they ain't supposed to be. or
That's
you're the
true.
oldest in a situation and you have to take care of your parents and your siblings
The
because your
children.
parents have to work. The reality is
Right.
that the majority of the world is not independently wealthy where you can have a parent installed in the house at all times.
At
That's
all.
just not the world we live in right now. So
No.
this world we live in, if you got two parents, it's a good possibility both of them going to work. If you got
Okay.
a bunch of kids, now I used to work on a military base. There was a lady, I promise you, this lady had 6 babies. And if they went back to back, I mean, they were stair steps from she was pregnant. It's like every time he came home, because I was on an Air Force base, every time he came home, she got knocked up. Somebody asked her because she had all them kids, and she would always bring them all to the store, even though there were 2 older ones that were old enough to babysit. So one of the people asked her because she was like a regular, it was in the commissary. She said, "Is it hard with all them kids?" She said, "No, the older ones help raise the young ones." Now, see, I can get that. But if you come in here telling me and you ain't planning to use your uterus for what it's fun for, don't come telling me about no children. Don't come telling me that I shouldn't have no babies. You don't know what's going
Right.
on, the reason why. And let me tell you something.
That's
Coming
right.
from a situation where I've seen a good marriage and a bad marriage, I do know that it's a lot of 2-parent households on the 1 parent in the
Oh,
house.
and there. Thank you. That there it is. Well, you said what I was gonna say because I've talked to people with yeah.
Now I'm
2-parent
53.
households.
I'm 53. And I was raised in a household, even if the mama did stay, my grandmother worked, but once she got me, she didn't work anymore. My grandfather worked.
There you
But
go.
my grandmother was my parent. He was my
Okay.
parent, but he wasn't my parent because he was, it was a different time. And a lot
Right.
of kids like us grew up like that. Now, I'm not putting down
That's right.
daddies. The reality is that any daddy, whether you're married or not, y'all stick it out with these kids, that's cool. I'm not knocking any daddy. What I'm saying is it's just a different situation. It was a different time.
That's
The
right.
wife knew about the girlfriend and the other kids.
Oh, okay.
It was a different time. You can't look, first of all, I don't think you should judge anybody for what they're going through because I don't know
That's
what
right.
you're going through. And just because I got kids, I have kids. I have one I had and one I got that's mine. So I got 2. I ain't have but 1. But I don't know your struggle. I don't know why you don't have kids. I
Right.
don't know the situations whether you didn't want children or whether you couldn't have children. Or you're in somewhere in between. I don't know if you let your career and your life go so far that children are no longer like right now. If I hadn't had Nick at 37, I'd been asked out. I'd had to get somebody with kids.
Okay.
Because at a certain time, we're not like men. Men can be on their deathbed, 393 years old, knocking somebody up. We get about 55. That's
Sorry. Yeah.
like, hey, clothes were
Sorry,
paid.
not sorry.
I give you love. That's all I got. No babies.
No, baby.
Hold on. Somebody talk so I can read. I need to put these on. I couldn't see what's going on.
What they say.
I can't see what's going on. Asofine said, unless you have some experience or hand raising, some of what. Wait a minute, shit, I can't even read. Or had a hand in raising somewhat. Oh, anyway, that goes. I understand what she's saying though. Unless you have some kind of experience in the situation, just like I said, that's just like me trying to tell. What's your profession, TC?
I work in politics.
That's just like me trying to tell you. Look here. I think you need to go in this direction. Politically. I don't know about that. Now, can I tell you how to fry something? Sure. Can I tell you how to sing something? Sure. Can I tell you the little boys stink till they about 25? Or some little girl telling they stink? It is a rule. I don't know who made it. Sucks. But it is what it is. I can tell you that. However, I can't tell you nothing about your job. And that's how I feel when people come into a situation. You know me, but you don't know me. and coming to me judging me about anything, especially my kids.
Right.
Come on, man. I don't think you're judging anybody. Being married doesn't always make a family, but having an understanding, trust, companionship does. Marriage is just a piece of paper sometimes.
Okay. Understood.
But I mean, I don't know when they started. You have to have a piece of paper, and then the law has to tell you when you're married or not. I'm assuming it wasn't like that when we first started with this marriage thing. And people get married a long time.
Well, Adam and Eve never got married, so.
There you go. But my thing, here's my thing. It's the judging part. Now look here. I would sit up here. I would be a super bad liar to sit and tell you I don't talk about folks. I do, but I do it to myself. I'm not gonna get on your channel. Me and you having some beef, nobody would know it. Hell, you wouldn't even know it.
Exactly. Right. Okay. Thank you.
If you said something I don't like, and we're in a position where we can talk like we are now, I would say, hey, why you come to that position? Because we can communicate, we can talk. If you said some off the wall stuff, I don't care why you said it, the way you got it from, I'm just not gonna click the button no more.
Done.
Because one, I don't know why you said it that day, but I'm the kind of person, it's not what you say kind of person, it's how you say it. And that don't matter who it come from. I had to catch myself with the people I love because it's a switch. I don't know where it is. And I don't know who put it there. And I wish they hadn't, because it's a bad switch, especially when you don't care what you say at your mouth. It's a very bad switch.
Right.
I don't know where it is. But I've learned to kind of hold it in.
Right.
So so YouTube blows me because people come on with I gotta say this and let it be as bad as possible, and I gotta pick on your ethnicity or your race or your gender or your sexuality, and if I ain't got all that to pick on, let's pick on you got kids. All right, I don't have kids, I can do what I want. Yeah,
right. And then make up lies on and then lie, just disgusting.
Yes. And what
well, you know what?
Go ahead.
Lisa, you know what, Lisa, the thing that really concerns me, and I guess it has something to do with judging or saying stuff about people who have children and you don't. I hear a lot of times on YouTube people say, hey, I can say what I want to say, and I can say it's my platform and this, that, and the other, and I want to speak my truth and whatever. And here's my thing, Lisa, and I need you to chime in because you and DC are voice of reason. I am, and this is my response. This is my response to those people that say that they can just say whatever they want to say when it comes to their mind. I tell them only uncivilized people do that, because civilized, mature people don't necessarily always say what's on their mind. Now, you have children, right? And y'all have children, and how many times would you have said whatever you was thinking about them? If you had said what you was thinking about them, you would have hurt their poor little feelings.
No, you like
and your husband and your wife and your significant others, your mamas, your relatives. How many times have any one of us had a situation where you were thinking, this motherfucker
just sitting there, look, especially like Christmas and Thanksgiving, you just like,
right.
And exactly. But then see, you got your phone, so you texting your other cousin or your sister.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about this right here because they keep talking, right. And you just sitting there going, this
like this.
And then all you see is this.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but now I ain't gonna lie. I feel as I've gotten older, I feel like that at certain times you should speak what's on your mind.
Absolutely.
And you should not hold that in. However, you are correct. Just because you can say something does not mean you should. There's a quote. I don't know who said it. I'm not even gonna say it right. But the gist was, they were talking about the difference between being smart and wise.
Okay.
Smart man opens his mouth. The wise man's open his ears. It's two different things.
Okay, gotcha.
Swear you know everything. You swear you know everything. You don't tell everybody. That's the problem with YouTube. Everybody on there expert at something. I'm not an expert at stuff. I'm an expert at my life. And through that, I give you what I did. Hopefully, you'll take that and not make my mistake. Or if you made the mistake, now you can see you can come out of it. It's not the end. It's not the last mistake you'll ever make.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that. They make a mistake. They do something. And a lot of times it's not even a mistake. Anybody but themselves.
Exactly.
They feel a certain way. So I don't come on here. I'm not an expert at nothing. Nothing. However, I have lived and I have made it out the other side of living. And that's what people don't understand.
Right.
You come on YouTube like you're an expert. Now I like the paranormal stuff. I'm a big ghost hunter. You know, I think it's funny. Here's the thing. Hold on. Some of it
frightness.
Which is cool, but some of it's funny, especially them ghost hunters. Come on, man. What is that? That's how they all are. I watch that. And this platform is giving people like that the ability to be an expert. That's why I say that. Because if you haven't paid attention, you got the little people that talk in the corners when they're going back over stuff. This is a paranormal expert. This is a ghost expert. This is a witch expert. Now, there's a love expert somewhere, and there's a you got too many kids expert, and why you ain't got no man expert, and why you doing this expert. That's what YouTube has done. Everybody is a sex expert or a relationship expert, or their opinion is the end all be all, and the last opinion you'll ever need is theirs. She's an expert in either women or men.
Right.
No.
No.
No. You're not an expert. You done read a book.
Not at all.
No, stop it. Here's the thing. People can tell you're the smartest in a subject until somebody else comes along and shows you something you had no idea what's going on.
Right.
But you got to be open to that.
And you have to be. And you know what? I'll just say, you know what? Wow, that is amazing. You just opened my eyes to something totally new. I'm going to check that out. Thank you so much.
Think about it. If you think about it, there is a lady. I'm not going to say her name because I'm not big on giving a shout out either bad or good. But there's two people on YouTube or social media platforms. They're relationship experts. Dude and it's a girl. It's a lady. She's not a girl. It's a guy and it's a girl. Or whatever. Try not to be sexist or whatever. It's male or female.
Okay.
Hold on. Shit. It's chick and a dude. There we go.
Chick and a dude. That's all.
And they're both experts. And they're both experts on relationships.
Oh, really? Huh?
Now, here's the thing. Some of the things they say are smart. And I understand why people talk to them because they're charismatic in their own way. But I sit there and I go, how you get that expert title? Who came to your house and gave you that little certificate? Okay.
Do they have
Give me your wisdom. Give me your thing. But don't tell me you're no expert. Not if you don't know no more than I do.
Right.
And that's what the problem is with YouTube. That's where judging comes in. I have no idea what got you up this morning, TC. I don't know what was your motivation about getting out of your bed. I don't know what's the last thing you thought about or the first thing you thought about. So I can't know what you did today, whether it was bad or good, and I ain't got no say in it. Now, you might did some shit made me laugh. You might did something made me go, But at the end of the day, I can't judge you for whatever it was and whatever you went through and whatever your situation is. Leilani, I can't sit up there and say, oh, she do this and do that when I do this and do that. See, that's my problem with judging. It takes a certain amount of perfection to judge somebody else that nobody on earth has ever really. So unless there's a certain amount of perfection that you see that is actual, I'm not talking about that what I see and what's actual is two different things. I'm talking about when there's a certain amount of I've never done this, I would never, all that. If you can give me that, then I might go, well, maybe you know what you're talking about.
Right.
Maybe you might be able to judge just mere mortals. But if you're just a regular human being, I don't care what your IQ is. I don't care how many degrees you have. I don't care what school you finish from. I don't care. You don't have, you're not. And you cannot judge why I did what I did, or why you did what you did, or why. I am a big proponent and stop having the babies just because you can. Now, you know I'm about that, because the reason I'm about that is because even if you can take care of 6 kids, imagine, or 5 kids, or hell, 2. Imagine if you ain't have to. And I'm not talking about you having kids with your spouse or your significant other. I'm not talking about being married or with somebody you're going to be with forever. Maybe you don't believe in marriage. Understand, a lot of people do not believe in that particular institution, especially in America.
Right.
So they will never do it. But they do everything up until that point. So I'm not talking about you and your spouse planning out y'all babies. Have all the babies you want. My problem is when not all babies are had for the right reasons, and some of them are brought here. And you should, we as women, we bear that burden. That's why it looks like it's so many single parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you're we bear the burden. Now, some of us give somebody else, give it to the daddy or give it to our parents. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm speaking to the ladies right now. We as women bear that burden. There should be no woman in this world right now can tell another woman what to do about her body and judge what she did or did not do, as far as that's concerned.
Come through. That's it.
No woman alive. Now, you can give me advice.
Right.
You can tell me that you done went down this road, baby, and I don't want. That's my thing. I done been down that road. That bitch got some pot. That bitch some holes. It's hard to get up out of, and if you ain't got nobody with you, sometimes you stay down there.
That's right.
But I was lucky enough to have at least one person that loved me enough to keep pulling me to where I needed to be.
That's right.
Now I can tell you about this road. I can't tell you about nothing else. And I can't tell you whether or not it's going to be right or wrong for you. I can just tell you what I went through to give you either hope or clarity.
There you go.
But I can't tell you whether or not you were supposed to have these babies. I can't tell you whether or not, because here's the thing. We suffer in silence. Parents suffer in silence, men and women.
They do.
Because you look at your babies and you go, I would, if I could have changed the situation in which Nick was born, I would have. Because it's a hard road to hoe. However, it would. However, once I made the decision, because I did that while I was pregnant. Once I made the decision that this is my son, and I have to make sure that he is a man, that he grows, that he has kids, that I have grandkids. I had all that in my head before, when he was still just a peanut. Well, he's a bigger peanut, because by that time I found out he was about a tadpole. By the time I found out.
Right.
He had a good heartbeat. So
okay. Come
I'm like, y'all, that's stuff. I'm telling y'all, I don't understand. I don't understand how people just go in there and not pass out, die a little bit. Because I think I did. Because when the heartbeat, I swear I told on everything I love. I told my doctor he was a liar. And then he showed me all that stuff coming through the thing. So it sounded like it's a heartbeat. Was trying to tell me. He was like, you crazy as hell. I don't know what I can give you. He was messing. And the nurse was laughing. She was like, oh, this is going to be fun. I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Okay. Anyway, I digress. Anyway.
Well, listen, Lisa, I gotta go, but I just wanted to say thank you so much. And I wish I could participate more.
My HBCU queen, thank her for coming out. If you have not went to see her channel, please go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, baby. Have a good Sunday. It's good seeing you.
All right. Good seeing you, and good evening to the chat.
Thank you.
I want to.
I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you got a PhD. And mother's gonna be like, yeah.
I want to respond to Morris. Morris said, if you're on YouTube, you open yourself up to judgment. If you're in this world, you are open for judgment. However, people don't have the right to speak it out loud. You can think anything you want to about anybody you see.
And on your platform,
see anybody, you can think anything you want. You don't have to verbalize.
And on your page and your platform and on your channel, you can say whatever you want to. I fight for the right. I believe that a person has the First Amendment right to free speech. I should not tell you what you. Freedom of speech is not just about what you say. It's also about what you learn, what you read. Freedom of speech is a plethora of things. And we keep harping on, I should be able to say what the hell I want to say. But that's just not the real world. That's why. Yes, we open ourselves up, and I'm pretty good at ignoring stuff. I just don't care what people think about me no more. And when I was younger, if you'd have caught me in my 20s, late 20s, early 30s, I might have cared a little bit more about what people say. And as I got older, I got worse with it. And I ride the punches. It is what it is. However, you don't have to. You know how many people, I just look at that thing when they do stuff and I go, ugh. But I do that at my house and not on my computer screen. I cannot tell anybody how to live their life. I cannot tell anybody what to do, what not to do. I can tell you what I feel, my opinion, period, point blank, end of discussion. But if you don't want to hear it, or we ain't friends, and we ain't down like that, I'm not going to go to your channel and say, hey, you're fat. You know how many people just come say I'm fat like I don't know? You know how many people just call me fat? You fat. I am. Really? Thank you. I missed that. I missed this fat roll this morning. Or I'm gay. I sure am. You're going to hell, probably, but not for what you think. You know how many people have just said you need to seek forgiveness for your I was possessed one time or some shit. Somebody said, I don't know. I was sitting over there going, what possessed by the gay? What is it fairy? I was possessed by a fairy. Okay. I like fairy colors, so I'll be a fairy today. People just say random stupid shit. I mean, and let me tell you how hard you got to be looking at me. I was doing something and somebody said something about fixing my teeth. Bitch, I'm not Cardi B. It is not that kind of time, okay? I can't drop a bag and fix my teeth. So if you don't like my teeth, guess what? How can you solve not having to stress your eyeballs out about my teeth? You cannot click my button.
Yep.
Oh no, we ain't got no problem. That's my cousin. Asking you got caught. That kind of
people like to say on mine, I wish she'd get out of that bed. She always in that bed. Well, this is where the camera is.
First of all, you don't nobody know why you in that bed. If you want to be in that bed, if you want to, I don't know. I couldn't think of nothing crazy.
I mean, I can hang my green screen back up, and y'all wouldn't know where I was sitting. It's just I'm not hiding that there's a bed here. I could put the green screen back up, and y'all could think I was floating above the Eiffel Tower. Why does that matter? I'll still be sitting right here in front of this webcam because it's attached to my computer. That's what a computer is.
Well, everybody.
Why does that matter to you where I sit to do my video? Like, how is that affecting you in any way?
I don't know.
It's my bed. I bought the bed. It's my mattress. I bought the mattress in my house that I pay the bills in.
I'm with I so fine. I think that's why I laugh a lot, because laughing at some people's ignorance instead of being mad. You're right. The reality is that what am I gonna get mad with you for? The only time I get mad, I'm not gonna let somebody come in here and talk about Leilani. You can't come to my channel and talk about my people. Now you want to talk about me, that's fine. That's what the day. If that's your day, today is your day to do that, then yay. However, I don't care. See, that's why I don't know. We have gotten all the way off the judging part. It's like
no, that was still part of judging. That's what they're doing. They judging.
Well, now,
judging this way.
Well, Don, no, the title. Your cousin came up with the title. She was like, can people without kids, basically what she was saying, can people without kids judge people with children? And the answer is no, because you shouldn't be judging anybody. However, like I said before, I cannot go into one medical school anywhere and tell anybody how to do anything. I would look crazy as hell. I don't have anything to do. If I was a lawyer, that's just like me being a lawyer, but going back to medical school to teach a class. The hell I'm gonna tell you, I can't do nothing about that. Somebody without kids can't tell me about morning sickness. Somebody without kids can't tell me how I still miss being pregnant because I was close to my son. You can't tell me that, because not everybody's like that. Sometimes I miss right after I had him, I miss being pregnant. But I couldn't imagine having another kid because I didn't want to take anything away from him. And that's kind of selfish. I get that. I'd have had another kid, I'd have been fine. But it is what it is. But you can't judge me for my situation. And you can't tell me nothing you don't have experience in. I have never tiled the floor. Y'all know I love HDTV. And I have watched that shit all the time. We can have a day? Okay. Let's put it down here. She gonna be mad because it's quiet down here. She gonna be looking at
people love to voice opinions about stuff that they just see. They don't know anything about, and they have no clue how stuff is done, how much work it is, or anything. But they just need to speak. They need to just.
I mean, but look here. I can bet y'all money that just about everybody in this chat got something they're good at. Something that you have spent your time getting good at, whether it's cooking or gardening or singing or drawing or whatever. Why don't you talk about that? Like I said, that's just like I have never laid tile before in my life. What I look like going behind the tile man telling him what he's doing wrong? That doesn't look straight. What I look like? He know his job. I don't know what he's doing. I can't tell him what to do. Who can judge another person? Who can step into my shoes or step into Leilani's shoes or step anybody's shoes and judge why I went in the directions that I went in? Judge why I did the things that I did. Judge why I do what I do. Who can do that? Nobody. Because you never know what you're going to do until you approach with that situation. And if you've never been approached with that situation, you can't tell me what's going to happen. And I am in no position to tell anybody anything. Like I said, I will give my advice from my years of experience, from things I went down. If I ain't did it, I can't tell you about it. I'm going to mess with Asia. I'm supposed to make them cookies. I've never made them cookies, which is why I'm not running to make them macaroons. You know the ones, Leilani?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not running to make them. You know why? Because I feel like I'm going to mess them up. I can't tell nobody about that. I may watch HDTV and a food channel.
With the me and you can do the macaroons together when we get to Georgia.
Okay. All right.
And then we can both be playing with it. And then if it mess up, we messed it up. It'll be that way Asia can relax. Asia can relax. It would say that's what we're gonna do in Georgia. Y'all get to see the macaroons, okay?
Okay, we can do that. Because we're gonna make sure we got a room with a hotel. I mean, not a room with a hotel. Not a room with a hotel. Nope. Well, I hope we have a hotel with a room, but the kitchen and we gonna have a room with a hotel. That's what we're gonna have. Baby.
That's gonna be a big room,
baby. We all gonna sleep on the top like puppies. I'm just playing. I can't get off the floor. I get down there. It's over. I'm done for the weekend.
Thank you, Mama Margaret.
Thank you. But see, this is the whole thing with it's like, okay. This is a little off topic, but not sort of. So I watch For Your Man. Y'all know we got something to do with somebody killing somebody, something. But sometimes I just watch it because.
Now you hush, DC.
Huh?
She talking about, then I'm gonna talk about y'all. Now you hush.
Who gonna talk about us?
DC.
Anybody still here? Anyway. So I watch this called For Your Man. That's what it's called.
Asia didn't even hear what we said. Don't tell her.
I know it. They'll tell them. Don't worry. Somebody will tell them. Anyway, so on this show, it highlights women who have done anything, especially some illegal, normally killing somebody or something, for their man. And this is what pisses me off. Y'all ready? Every single show, they negate the woman completely. She was enamored with him. She couldn't help herself. He made her do that. He was the reason why. She had no control. She would have never done that without him. Here's my problem with that. Not to say that I want you to be a serial killer or whatever it is that goes on, you know. Normally it's got something to do with drugs or I saw one, y'all. I promise you, these people have been talking to each other for a week. They knew each other for all of a week. She knew she was deeply in love, so she was going to help him commit a robbery. That ain't had nothing to do with that boy. I hate that we are both the weaker sex and the stronger sex at the same time. Then nobody look him. I love DC. Y'all know I love DC. Y'all know how much I love her. However, I'm not going to prison. And that's the first thing on my head when somebody tell me. Now, when I was younger, even then, when I was younger, I used to stay drug dealer. So, like I said, I'm not. But back then, I was like, in my 20s, I was like, I will not go to jail for you, player. You don't give me enough money for that. Not in my house, not in my car. Ain't got nothing to do with that. I touch nothing, I know nothing. So I can say with a little bit of certainty that I wouldn't did know I know you a week, so I'm gonna help you commit this robbery and you're gonna end up killing somebody. I hate the way they treat women. And this is another way, this judgment thing. And we don't judge the dads as hard. Because when we judge the woman, first thing we want to say is she's promiscuous. Why you got all them baby daddies? You a hoe. First thing somebody want to say. You couldn't keep no man. That's why you got all the kids. A lot of things people want to say. No, Asia. It is a secret. No, it's not a secret. You can tell it more. Anyway. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, but yeah. I hate that. You demonize the mother. You whorize the mom. Now she's a whore because she had sex with you and got pregnant. And maybe she is. I don't know. I don't live her life. She want to be hoish. All us that had our hoish periods. We'd had times when we look at ourselves in the mirror and go, you nasty. But that's just the way it is. But that ain't got nothing to do with being somebody's mama. Being somebody's mama is a whole different game. And you can't come in my game if you ain't never played before. I got a good one. Being somebody's mama and somebody with no kids telling me what to do with mine is like somebody who ain't never played spades sitting down and being my partner. That's what that's like to me.
You can't make me. I'm the one that said it.
Are y'all being violent? No ugliness towards each other, children. No ugliness. Okay.
I will say this. I have gone off on my mother. Not my mama, because you know my granny was my mama. My mother, right. The one who gave me birth, for trying to tell me how to raise my kids. I'm like, you raise some first, and then you can tell me what to do. Until then, I don't need the help.
I have had similar discussions before.
Because you can't tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'm your child, so I know you didn't raise me. So
see what Don said. Don said it right. She stopped watching the YouTube because she judged parents' actions, but ain't got no kids. You cannot judge my. Look here. You can say all day what you'll do if something happens. If somebody ding your car door with their car door, you can say what you're gonna do. If somebody bump into you, whatever, you can say all day what I would do if something gonna happen. But until I swear no. But until that action has happened to you and you can respond to that action naturally, you can't tell me. You can't. The kids is a whole different world. Kids is an entirely different world than the rest of the world. I don't know if y'all seen, especially during this time now, you have so many people protesting. Let me tell you something. I don't doubt anybody else's empathy and kindness. However, if you ain't never had a kid, you don't feel the same way I felt when that boy cried out for his mama. You don't feel that. People with no kids and young people saying, oh, he calling his mama. Mamas didn't say nothing. Mamas just stared at the TV and cried. Some silently, some loud. You can't tell me. Because like they said, I will air this bitch out for mine.
when you're a mother, everything you do, you think about your children. I was in here last night and went to go to the bathroom and fell. As I was getting ready to fall, I was like, Lord, I'm going to die and I'm not going to be here for my kids. I wasn't worried about me falling and what I was going to injure. I was like, oh, I can't fall and die.
Right. I look at that. And when I first, went to the doctor and they told me some things and I was talking about everybody and I was telling, I stopped because I got to think about Nick. One, I don't want him to hear about that. He ain't no baby. I mean, he know, but still, I'm his mom. You think about your kids. I try to figure out. I mean, I'm scared to go back to work. I'm scared to go back to work in Barton. But I know I got to take care of my kids.
I'm going back to do what I was doing. I just don't see me going back out into a public place like that. People all around me, and I don't think I'm gonna do it.
I mean, so I look at that. I'm at a war with myself. I need to go to work, but I need to be here for him. Mm-hmm. And I have my wife, and she'll take care of my son like she had it. But that doesn't mean anything. And when you somebody mama, just like I love Brittany, but I bet you won't say nothing in front of her. It's just you can't. When he said all he was saying was mama, that's all he said. I want my mama. His mom had been dead for 2 years. I hadn't looked at it when I saw it. When we did the video, was the first time I looked at it, and I think it was a couple of weeks after it happened. Because I wouldn't watch the video. It was flooding my timeline. I just kept flicking it off because I didn't want to see another. I didn't want to see another child because to me that was somebody's child. See, I'm seeing somebody's child. I'm seeing somebody's son. I'm seeing somebody's brother. I'm seeing somebody's husband. I'm seeing somebody's child because I know what it feels like to have a child. I don't know what it feels like to lose one. But I know at that second, that moment when he said that, and I just sat there and I couldn't function because all I saw was my baby. All I saw was my baby. And you want to judge people and you have no area of reference. I'm not telling you that I'm not saying that everybody should be somebody's mama. I don't think you should. If your clock is not ticking, if that's not what you want, if you got a 5-year plan and babies ain't in it, then I am more power to you. If you got a 5-year plan and 5 babies is in it, more power to you. Either way you take your life, all I want you to do is be happy and live it to the best of your abilities. I'm not going to judge you about how you do it.
And since we kind of on the subject, another thing, never ask somebody when you gonna have a baby, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know if they're trying, if they don't want them, if they do want them, if they done had miscarriages. No, don't ask. That's not a question you ask people. Don't do that.
Mm-mm. When y'all having kids, when you stop having plastic surgery, that's what I'm having. See, I've been said some more slick shit out my mouth. Bother me. See, I mean, because when nobody's saying that, because I want. See, here's the thing. It's strange. Be married, and you're gonna be married before you had kids. But the first thing people ask you is when you having kids. Not when you're gonna find a husband or a wife. When you gonna have kids. Well, I feel like if you want me to be a wife or a husband first, shouldn't that be the first question? But stop asking me what the hell I'm gonna do what I want to do with my life. How about that? Here lies the problem. Stop asking people what they're gonna do with their life. You can erase all that. That's just like seeing somebody fat with that little pregnant looking stomach. Oh, when you do. Yeah, stop asking people when they're gonna have babies. You know how many women have suffered miscarriages?
And that question hurts.
How many women have woken up
trying? Yeah. That hurts their feelings when you ask them that question.
How many women have went to bed pregnant and woke up not? How many women have to go to explain to their partner, the significant other, that the child that they've been planning for was not going to come to fruition? Or you ask the lady who's in a loving marriage, when y'all gonna have kids? Well, I probably would have about 3 or 4 now if he didn't beat me all the time. See, these questions are loaded because they attach themselves to so much more than what you ask. Kids are a deal breaker. Kids change everything. Kids are like sex. They change everything. You think a child is going to make your relationship better when in actuality it is the thing that drives you apart.
No, Mama Margaret, they're gonna judge how you do it. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna rush you to have some, then they're gonna judge what you're doing. That's what they're gonna do.
And they're gonna tell you how you're not taking care of them right.
Yeah, how you doing it all wrong.
How 2 women gonna raise some kids? Same way one do. Get the hell out of my face. And I'm not taking anything away from the single fathers. I'm not taking anything away from the young men who want to be fathers. I'm not taking anything away from the young men who suffer miscarriages, because if you've been with your partner, your wife, your significant other, your girlfriend, and she's went through it, and y'all went through it together. Unless you just didn't give a shit. Which happens. Sometimes it drives people apart. Understand that your simple questions about child, by having kids, even about asking somebody, when you gonna settle down and get married? These simple questions. And the killer part is 9 times out of 10, you don't even give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care when they're gonna have kids.
You just being nosy and you hurt feelings and don't even realize it.
You don't care whether or not they married. You just want to see what they're gonna say. If people were going to tell you the answer to those questions, then you wouldn't have women scared to tell their families when they get beat on a regular basis. Because if they could honestly tell you when they're going to have kids or when they're going to get married or whatever, they could also, you understand what I'm saying? These questions have, you want to start a conversation, ask somebody, how you doing today? How have you been? A single woman with no children can have just as many issues and problems as a single woman with kids, because there could be a reason why she don't have kids. And then you over here messing with this lady that's got kids, and you don't know why this child came to be about. You know, the situation in which this child was made, or any of these kids. You are not the mirror for the world. What you do is not necessary for others to do. The only person you can police and the only person you can sit up there and tell what to do and what not to do is yourself. Yep. About when you're going, yes, Karen. I mean, these people don't really, people think that these are superfluous questions, but they're just nothing. Now, can you imagine? I was told at 18 I might never be able to have children, and until 36, they were correct. 30, yeah, 30, no, 37, 37, they were correct. Now, can you imagine as I got older, people asking me why you don't have kids? Why you ain't got? And they did, but it was for a different reason. Because I was older and didn't have any kids. I was 25, and a guy would be trying to talk to me. He's like, how many kids you have? None. But when you know older people or people you ain't seen in a while, or people you might have went to school with that you weren't really friendly with, hey, where your kids at? Where you got no kids? First thing come to my mind is none of your business, and a few other words that I'm not gonna say right now because that would change our thing.
For me, what I got, I also wasn't supposed to be able to have kids, but I wasn't doing anything to make any kids. But I always got my questions that I got, even from my granny, my own granny. She didn't say anything about me not having kids, but what she did say was she'd be talking to her sisters. And my granny said lots of words that shouldn't be said. You could have looked at her and said she was some kind of bigot, but she used all the wrong words all the time. But she just didn't know any better. And she'd be talking to her sisters, and her sisters would be commenting, she ain't got no man, she ain't had no kids yet. Because all my other cousins had kids, you know, starting at like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you know, and I ain't had no kids. And so, you know, Granny's response would be like, I think she a bulldagger.
Okay.
Well, dang, why I gotta be all that? Like, I just don't have no kids.
Well, all people are funny because them the same people that when you come to church, don't sit up there because they will call you fat out loud in front of everybody in 3.2 seconds, and they'll hit you with the, ooh, you sure don't miss no meals, do you? Look at her. Mm-hmm. You sure is healthy. Mm-hmm. You better be glad you somebody grandmama. They go on for knock your head off. Go on for knock your head off, grandmama. Leave me alone. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you ain't got no kids. You a dyke. You know, old days. A lot of these young folks don't know bulldagger meaning, but it means gay. It means lesbian. So, you know, but think about that. You know how many young women right now are hiding their sexuality from their parents? Even teenagers and young adults. I'm not talking about kids who are just coming into their sexuality, just coming into these feelings. They don't know what to do with them. Hell, even if they weren't trying to figure out their sexuality, they trying to figure out what to do with all this new stuff going on. But can you imagine the young women And the young men who are dealing with their sexuality on top of dealing with why you ain't got no girlfriend, why you ain't got no boyfriend, why you ain't got no kids, why you ain't settled down yet? Because I can't tell you I'm gay. And then you have the regulations, the lawful regulations on a woman's body. Judgment goes much deeper than just somebody asking you when you're gonna have babies. You have people who have no uterus discussing, hey ATL, discussing if I can have an abortion, is a Planned Parenthood necessary? If I'm raped, you know what I'm saying? The situation goes so. Just ask somebody how they day going. Stop asking folks about their cheer and why they ain't got none. Don't worry about it. Ain't none of your business. Were you planning on having babies with them? What blows me is that most people suffer in silence. You can't see when you hurt them. You might see a little change in the way they look, and the smile might get a little stiffer. But most people who you suffer in silence, or they laugh it off. They find all these witty comebacks, or they just get mad. That's the mad cousin. They don't ever want to come to nothing. The reality is, guys, judging people when you are not perfect is the problem. Who have kids who don't got kids? How many kids they got? When they gonna have them? It's none of your business. Truthfully. It's none of your business. 99.9% of stuff that we are asked and talked about, or that strangers ask us on a regular basis. Thank you, Tanya. It's none of your business. Now, don't get it twisted. I know. See, I see some, but see, I'm gonna come ask you. I ain't got no problem. They love it. You be like, the first time, what's your boyfriend name? Hold on. I was about to call him something else, but okay. She said Vance the same time you did. So I was like, you were doing something in the bed, and he was on the other side, and I was half watching the light. It was one night when she was playing the music, and I was like, am I drunk? Wait a minute. I said, baby, ain't somebody laying on the bed? I was talking to her. I was talking to her so she could hear me, but I wasn't talking to you yet. Because before I said something, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing with knowing what to say and who you gonna say it to. I ain't want to hurt your feelings. Like, ain't nobody in my goddamn bed in 30 years. I wish you I didn't want to say nothing. So I went, baby. Did you see that? I said, "On text me. Somebody in the bed." Yeah. She was like, "Huh?" I think she already knew, but I didn't. So she was like, "Huh?" Because she looked at me, and that's what she did. She went. I said, "Leilani, ain't this somebody in your bed?" But you understand what I'm saying? That's what I ain't used to nobody but the kids, and I knew that wasn't no child. Grown ass man. And I do participate. So I thought maybe I participate 1 minute till I inhaled. I'm sorry. I was like, maybe I inhaled one time too many. Because it's always that one time that you hit that one time too many. You go like, yep, that was the wrong one. I shouldn't have did that one. So I thought maybe that's what happened. And I'm just seeing shit. Because I don't never remember hallucinating from weed, but you could have been the first. But she said, no, it's somebody in bed. So I said, all right. But you understand how if I'd have just came out and said, "Who that in the bed with you, Leilani?" and it wasn't nobody there, how you could have got, you know what I'm saying? Especially if there's a reason why your bed is empty. See, here's the thing. The reason why judging somebody sucks is because the reason is personal to the person you're judging. It's nobody else's reason. It's nobody else's. It's nothing you can look up in a book. It's not a definition. It's not anything. It is the reason to why things have happened. And they're personal to you. And now people want you to explain this very personal situation. Now with you and Vance, it wasn't that personal because you was on camera. Eventually, you know, he ain't got his leg over there. He grown. The arm could have flipped out. So, you know what I'm saying? He could have stretched. You know, no, not just the arm. No, you nasty. Over there. I didn't think nothing else was going to flip out. You know what I'm saying? But had I came to you and been like this, you know how people do us, and there's a reason why your bed is empty. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. Even though I can be a bitch, I can be. It is what it is. I know it, and I live it. And hi, my name is Lisa, and I can be a bitch at times. This is my story. However, when I'm out in public, there's a lady the other day went to CVS. I don't remember going to this CVS with my mask on. The one that the unicorns that Sugar Baby made me. I don't remember going there, but the lady, I'd have seen somebody look like me with a mask, and she was talking to me, and I talked to her because we had masks on, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, I knew what she was talking about. It didn't matter. It did hurt me, and it made her smile because I never know what somebody is going through that day. Now you can catch me, like I said, I got that little switch. It's not a proper. I don't know how to block it. It's sometimes how you say something, and I can't catch myself before I flip that "fuck you talking to" thing on. But I try not to, and I try because I don't know what you're going through. I don't know if me being nice to you can keep you. It's just like every now and again somebody will say in the chat, "You made my day," because you never know what the person that's facing you is going through. You never know what's happening to them. And when you judge somebody about anything, it's bad. But I can't think of nothing more precious than your kids. I can't think of one thing that you can purchase, that can be bestowed upon you. I can't think of one honor, one anything that has the weight of a child. And people act a little crazy when it comes to their kids. And me judging you because each one of your kids, I ain't gonna lie, shit. When I'm at home and can't nobody hear me but me, I be talking to the TV all the time. But I'm not gonna come to this. If I'm watching Maury and it's this little girl is baby daddy number 4. I talk that, talk. Why you keep having on babies? Da, 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 da. But if I was confronted with this young lady, I can't judge her. I can help her. I can listen to her. I can maybe understand where she's coming from, but I can't judge her because I'm not her. It's not shoes. I'm not in her shoes. I don't have her life. And that's what we got to do. I love person. Thank you. Make me feel when I'm having a bad day and I'm feeling bad about myself, feeling like I'm not a good mom when I know I am. That's the thing. Tanya hit on something for herself personally, but you have any idea how many mamas every day wake up thinking they ain't doing enough for their kids? All of us. Wish we'd had more of this and less of that. Wish we had more money on a different situation. wish we could do just that one more thing for our kid. And it's small and it's stupid, but to us, it's humongous because it's got to do with our kid. That 9 months, that 10 months, that's 10 months, that damn near year that you are growing and marinating a person, and you can feel it move, and you can feel the hiccups, and I could feel his hiccups. Every time I went to the doctor for my stress test because I had gestational hypertension, they would put me on the thing, and I could see the little thing. I could feel him when he got bigger, but he had hiccups all the time when he was in there. And I didn't know till the nurse came in one time when I was on the little thing, and she said, "Oh, he got hiccups." I said, "Well, he's always like that." She said, "Well, he always got hiccups." I said, "I didn't know what that was." Just that lady telling me that those little things were hiccups. I smiled. Now, she could have came in a whole different way. Now, imagine if the conversation had went and she'd been talking and she'd have found out that I wasn't married. Now, imagine how the conversation would have went and how I would have felt then. That's what I'm talking about. It is so easy to spread a smile with little stupid stuff. Hey, Lynette, it's easy. Her telling me that those were hiccups that he was doing. I was like, "Oh, my baby hiccup." I did. I used to laugh at his little alien pictures. The sonogram, he looked like an alien. But it's the way the picture was made. But can you imagine if those pictures I have are all that I have of my kid? See how easy stuff can flip. And to everybody who trolls or who leaves really bad comments or who thinks that because they're living their life the way they are, that other people should also live that way, I want you to stop and I want you to think. How easy it is to do something you had no idea you were doing. Now, you just thought that your little comments and your little tear downs and your little things, people ignore them and brush them off. You ain't nobody to them. You just some anonymous troll or some person who has watched my video and didn't like this, and the third. And you think your comment is just some random, I can say what I want to say because the First Amendment says I can say it, and God gave me a mouth and all the other things that people who talk like this when they're trying to justify doing something wrong. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. If you don't want to see what people are doing, don't watch them. If you don't like the fact that somebody got 5 baby daddies, guess what? You ain't got to watch them. But to try to hurt somebody, and words do hurt. Words hurt. Nick would rather for me to beat his ass than for me to talk to him. He would take a whole belt ass whipping before he'll take a good talking to. Because
words. That's how I was when I was a kid. It's like, please don't talk to me.
Oh, when they talking and beating you at the same time, and they got a whole long page of shit they got to say.
See, that didn't bother me because it wasn't a whole, like, my granny wasn't gonna do like talk about the talk. My granny would call my dad and say, "Tony, you need to talk to your daughter." And my dad could talk. What's going on? What's the problem? Well, why do you think you did? And he'd be like, "Oh, please just hit me. Please just hit me."
I know. Sometimes these shit ask nigga why he did something. And hold on. And here's why I'm saying that. I don't know, some stupid, some dumb shit that no reason. But I'm sitting up there while she asking him, why would you do that? I'm sitting up there trying to figure out why I would do it. I'm going. And I can't figure nothing out. And sometimes she'll leave out and be like, "Baby, he don't know how to answer that right." Well, you need to tell me why. If you knew why, you probably wouldn't do it.
I hated that. I hated that.
Why he did it?
Talk to me. Just hit me. Just hit me.
I swear I be sitting on there going, I be trying to figure out, would I do that? Would I? When somebody asks you, when you doing, Yeah.
I mean, he'd be like, "What's going on? Well, why? Well, what were you thinking about when you got ready? Granny, please, can I hang up the phone?"
Nick will say something and get in trouble.
I know for a fact that the whole time he's sitting there like this. So, what were you thinking about? You know, I'm like, I don't want to talk to this high man. Like, just hit me. Because we're trying to do stuff forever. Everything is interesting.
I would start explaining shit. I know Nick be over there going, dude, just punch me. Hit me. Just hit me. I don't give a shit. Or the kids get that blank stare that
I don't even care what you hit me with. Just hit me with something. Something.
One day Nick go bust out and go, shut the hell up. And I'll be like, I don't know how to act. Because I know I brought that shit on myself, but the killer party should be waiting for your kids to snap, and most of them don't snap. Most of them just sit there and look at you. Because after a while, I know Nick be looking at me like, I know if I ask her this shit, she gonna talk to me for about an hour. Shut up! Anybody ask you?
I'll be like, let him go.
I know she ain't talking. Come here. At least I be talking. She'll go. Like I said, what do you do? Toilet seat up. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna use that because I can't think of nothing else.
Because it ain't that.
I know, like he'll do something and you'll be like, you know, not recently, but you know, before someone use a toilet seat. All right, we shared the shower with Dick. I personally don't think he had to put the toilet seat down because if he's a single man living by himself, however, he shares a shower with us. That's what I said. That's not if Charles and Brittany and Nick share the bathroom. I can understand because Brittany has a chance of walking out there at 3:00 in the morning and falling in the pool. However, we don't have that chance. I'm not at 3:00 in the morning. I will pee outside before I walk up the 3 flights. I was going on the patio and do like Kylie before I go up the 3 flights. So I would never know. But anyway, so she would ask him, so why did you leave the toilet seat up? Now I'm sitting over there on the bed going, I wouldn't know how to answer that. And I'm grown. Because then I started thinking like I'm grown. And I go, because I wanted to. But then I'm like, well, he can't say that. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like it was 3:00 in the morning. I forgot I was asleep. I went and I peed.
And then I do most of it. Then I'm in my head because she think I be sitting over there critiquing. No, I be trying to figure out an answer to the question because I think that if you answer a question, you should have an answer. But some questions don't have none. Like, why did you leave the toilet seat up? I don't know. Say, I don't know, baby. Oh, you don't know? Well, do you know your phone? I'm over there going. I'm sitting going like this. But she would ask you, why did you, whatever. And I'm sitting there going, why do you ask them why they do? They don't know.
I have to admit that I do. I ask Shaylin all the time, why did you?
What she say?
I don't know. It's always, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. It's not gonna work for me. Like,
I get what she's saying. You punish somebody when they do something wrong, fine. He still ain't gonna know when he get his phone back. He just been the punishment over to the next time. Then he won't do that no more because then he saw they got him in trouble and do something else and then get in trouble for that. And then she'll be like, why you do that? He'll be like, I don't know.
With Shaylin stuff, she just do the same thing. She get punished for it, then she do it again. She get punished again, she do it again. I'm like, why do you keep? I need an answer at this point. I
don't think you get those answers until we become adults because then you can articulate. Because now when you're a kid, I see him he's becoming older. and he's becoming a young man. And I see him wanting to go back and forth, but he doesn't because he's a kid. When you're a kid, you can't articulate as well as you can as an adult. Because an adult, you can say whatever the hell you want. If it's two adults discussing something and I don't like the way you said something, whatever, I can say what I want to say. I know how to articulate my feelings. You're a 15-year-old talking to your parent. You tried to say stuff to keep you getting punched in the mouth and your game taken. So you can't say, because I'm grown. I can say what the hell I want to. Can't take my shit. Why you do it, cuz? Why the hell not? That's why a 15-year-old can't do that. I see him at a war. I see him at a war with his adulthood and with his kidhood. You know what I'm saying? The man wants to say, I'm grown. The kid's like, shit, I can't pay my phone bill. Wait a minute. So I gotta be a kid a little longer. I don't know. And because 99% of the answers to questions like that is you don't because you want to. Why do you sleep naked? Because it's hot. Now, 15-year-old, why are you walking around naked? He's showing off his muscles. I don't know why he walking around naked. But you see what I'm saying? Most of the reasons to questions that are not like questions ain't got no real reason because you felt like it. Why you run outside in the rain? Because I felt like it. You know what I'm saying? Why you left the toilet seat up? I forgot. Why you ain't take the trash? I forgot. I forgot. Hell, you say that like a joke, but how many people who pay their bills on time and don't worry about their lights or their water or something have forgotten to pay that bill? Not because you ain't had the money, not because you was avoiding the bill, but you working. And you don't think about the lights or the gas or something. And the next thing you come home and it's a note on your door because you ain't paid the gas bill. But you're like, yes, I did. And you gonna look back at your book and go, no, I didn't. Think about how many grown folks forget to do shit that, you know what I'm saying?
I forget my water bill almost every month because it's the one bill I have to go there to pay.
Oh, you have to go there and pay it? What kind of extra country get you down there downtown?
Oklahoma is so behind it. Actually, they have recently fixed it to where you can pay online now. But prior to, and I mean like Rona recently, okay, very recently, can you pay online? Prior to Rona, you got to go over there and go through the drive-thru or go inside to pay the water bill.
Let's stay home.
And so, because that's not a street I ever really go on other than to go pay the water bill. I don't pass by there. I don't think about it until
you get that bill and go, oh shit, I gotta pay the bill.
Be like, oh shoot, it's the 16th. Let me go pay that bill.
Right. So come on now. 99% of stuff we do on a regular daily basis because we want to. Lately, you can either stay in the house or you can go. People have been staying in the house. I quarantined when I wanted to. I went to Walmart when I wanted to. 99% of stuff we do every day, you make a decision to get up every day and go to work. It's not a given that you're going to get up and go to work. You decide, I'm going to get up and I'm going to put my clothes on and I'm going to go to work. Now, you know how many people, all us, that have sat there and looked at the clock going, do I have to go to work today? Is today my day to work? But you make a decision to do that. But that's because you want to. Think of everything you've done today. I did real talk because I wanted to. Why are you doing real talk? Because I can. I don't have no other answer than that. Most questions don't have most people want well, I got up at 2:12 and I was dark. So I stumbled slightly to the bathroom and then I opened the door and I didn't turn the light on because I didn't want to wake all the way up. So I sat down on the toilet instead of standing because I didn't want to miss the hole. See, that's the answer that most parents want when we ask our kids why they did something. But in the kids' head, all they got is, it's like, you never seen the TV. Some of y'all might not be old enough. But y'all remember when the TV used to go to that little white noise?
Mm-hmm.
That's all you kids. That's what's in their head when you ask them questions. That's what's in your baby head when you ask her why she did that. The blank ass TV screen. They couldn't switch or nothing. They just said, and then nigga do it. Like, nigga slow it down. He'd be like he thinking about it for a second. He'll go, I don't know. And I'm sitting over there going, I don't need the dog. I don't know what else it is.
Yeah, Shay will just stare at you blankly.
That's a girl thing. I think that's a girl thing. I think it's a girl
and then
thing.
if I'm like, you're not answering me, then she'll get the big old puppy dog eyes and want to cry. I don't want to don't cry. Like that's
my niece used to be like that. You ask her what she doing, she just stare at you like she was invisible all of a sudden.
Yeah, like I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you.
Like, you stare me hard enough, I'm gonna go away. No, shut up. Never. Why this is why that I don't know. Yeah, Mama Margaret said that's the shit. Why I don't know why I don't know.
That's like when I came out of my room. I mean, it was yesterday, or the day before. Shaylin decided to paint on my door and my door jamb.
How old is Shaylin?
Rip, way too old for that.
That's what I thought.
She's gonna be 10. And I'm like,
you cannot paint.
At first, I thought it was blood. I'm like, who's bleeding? And I touched it's fingernail polish because I was like, what massacre happened before I woke up? Like, it scared me at first. I'm like, and I touched it because I was like, why?
What'd you say? I don't know. See, that's a that's a whole I would take work off the day ass whooping paint on some black mama walls, boy. You will take off work to beat that ass. You're like, I ain't going in. I'm gonna be I gotta repaint this wall too. And every time you look at the spot you had to repaint, you're gonna punch them.
Right. Because I just be like,
see how we talking. You can't judge how we live our life and take care of our kids from our discussions. You can't judge that. But this is all y'all see. Y'all see this little screen and y'all see what we show you. And we try to be as real as possible when we do things. And yes, being content creators and having subscribers and having people, you do open yourself up to scrutiny. But your judgment, what you think of me, is irrelevant. What you think of how I raise my kids, how I live my life, my sexuality, my weight, my anything is irrelevant. It has no value in my life. It has no value in the world. Change somebody's life positively and have a value. Judge somebody because they're not in your shoes and they don't live their life the way you think they should. Come on now. There are a lot of people who were a pandemic away from being homeless. There were a lot of people who are a bad decision away from being a single parent. There are a lot of people who are one day away from being anything, bad or good. Just depending on what direction and what direction you took this morning. You can't throw rocks. You never know who you're gonna hit. And sometimes the rocks bounce back on you. And that's the problem. Judgment and putting somebody's life on display is like a boomerang. Be careful what you wish for in others, because some people will find it in you as well. Nobody is immune from the situations that go on. It's just how you deal with them. I don't give a damn how many kids you got. I will hug and babysit all of them and nice and politely sack their little asses up and send them back to you. No judgment necessary. Now, will I have my opinion? Yeah, everybody do. If you ask me my advice, I give it. If you ask me my opinion on it, so this is my opinion, and it's not fact. It's not a statement of fact, and it is not like I was there. This is just my opinion on what I saw. But I try not to hurt people's feelings. If I don't like you, I just ignore you. Makes my life go faster. Makes me live longer. And at the end of the day, most of us, that's what we're trying to do. Most of us trying to get here to be grandparents. Most of us trying to get the grandparent status. That's what most of us trying to do every day. We trying to get old enough to be somebody great grandma, great granddad, somebody we look at. You know what I'm talking about? We trying to get old enough so people think we got that $1 million worth of church candy in our purse. You know what I'm saying? That's the old we trying to get to. We trying to get the big lady hat old. We can't do that worrying about what people think about us. My boat would be so far. That's what I'm trying to do. And you can't worry about it. Now it happens, and you can't help how something affects you. But I really wish people would try to not judge somebody. You judging a little fat girl because she's heavy, because she's eating. But you don't know what she went through this morning to get to school. Call a little girl over here, hope, because it's something you heard. But you don't realize her father's touching her every day. You call this little boy stupid because he has problem reading, but nobody took the time to saw that he's dyslexic and can't read the way everybody else does. See, there's the problem. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Victoria. You never know what somebody did to put on that happy mask to go outside. You never know. Most people are not going to come outside and show you how hard it was for them to get up this morning and get going. You see after coffee. You see after the shower. You see after staring in the mirror trying to figure out how you're going to get through the day.
You see after medications and stretches and all kinds of stuff so you can even move.
You see after you got to light up, you got to blaze up to get ready to go to work in the morning. I know. What time is it? 6 who?
6:28.
Oh, okay. I got something now.
I just wanted to get a break from you.
Okay. I'm over there. So I'm over there.
This feels so much better.
I hope so, because it's sucking my booty down. Oh, my bad. That's what happens when you have TV in your room. You get to talk to people random. Yes. Worrying causes all that. I don't know. Quick question. What about us?
They get to keep their own kids, Asia.
I can't see. I don't know what it says. Wait a minute. But
it says, quick question. What about those people who have kids and ask you to babysit, but give you a long list on how to take care of their child? You know, the new school parent list long. So long it's out the door.
That list won't even make it before you get to the door good. I'm balling up while you're standing there. I'm not going to do none of this. I'm not.
Keep your kid. You got a list. Keep your kids. And if you tell your kids before they come to my house that they don't have to do what I say, keep them at home. Because if you walk in my door, you're going to have to do what I
wish. I hate that. You got to tell you. I haven't messed with. I was not forget it. Find somebody else. My son is 24. I'm like,
new school people nowadays bring their kids to school, and as they getting out the car, they say, "You don't have to do nothing that teacher tell you to do. I'm your mom." Which is keep them at home then, teach them at home. You can't send your kid to school and say you don't need to listen. Teach your kids at home. Keep them little badasses there.
Now that's why you got parents. That's why you got parents That's why you see all them videos, baby mom, well, not baby mom. Well, mama's going up to the school fighting kids because you ain't teach your child how that grown people will fight a child. Make no mistake about it. You want to bristle up like you Billy Badass and you 25? Well, I'm gonna treat you like you're 25. I'm gonna treat you like you got good car insurance. Okay? You won't come at me like you got good car insurance. Well, that time of day I'm treat your ass. If you don't know how, that's the problem. I tell you what, I ain't gonna fight you. Go get your mammy, who probably ain't but 12 years older than me. Get your mammy, bring on. I'm too old for that shit. No, don't come at me. You want me to babysit? If you coming to me, you want me to babysit. You know the only thing, if it's a baby, I need diapers, wipes, and formula. If you got teeth, you ain't gotta worry about no food because it's gonna eat without.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's all I need. Just bring me the bag with the
what
stuff.
they allergic to. I need to know what they're
baby. And you can go on about your business. Now, don't be telling me what I can and can't do, how to do. You know, if you got a toddler, don't tell me I can't tell him no, because I'm gonna say no.
Them juicy thigh babies, just be calling your name. Them little 3-year-olds with them little juicy thighs, and they talking smart. Pow! What? Wait, whoa! That chicken. Yes, it did. You like it? Good. Shut up. Get your baby. Get out. If you don't want your baby ass, don't bring him. You don't want to eat, don't bring him. Don't sit up there keep telling me. Well, listen. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like for them to eat gluten. Bitch, that's bread. It's a peanut butter jelly house. Are they allergic to peanuts? Allergic to nuts? What? They ain't got no job. This is not even a sandwich meat. This is a peanut butter jelly. I don't what? Talking about they don't eat no. I don't like them to eat gluten. And anything that has red dye or some dye. I'm like,
yeah. My uncle and his wife had they didn't want their children spanked thing.
What?
I would stick their butt in the corner. You don't want to have a spank? Okay, sit over there in that corner. Sit there. I ain't spank her, but she sure figured out that I wasn't playing with her either.
Well, when I was young, if I had kids when I was still babysitting, I told them I would decapitate them. And they were like, what does that mean?
Organic everything.
And they were kids. I was like, if you telling kids some crazy stuff like that, then they're going to ask you what it means. Then you get to tell them.
Aisha said, nah, Leilani and Lisa, my child only eats organic everything, and it must be name brand.
I do. It'll be grass. She told me to go out and graze, so I went outside.
And the organic water out the water hose.
Hey, Raylo. The water is organic. It'll tell it what the hell it is, and it's hot.
That's like my uncle always about both of his kids. He always said that his kids were allergic to peanuts, and I thought they really had peanut allergies until like 4 years ago. We went to Houston for Christmas, and my mom wanted me to make the Snicker bar, pie,
mm-hmm.
and I told her to go buy candy bars. She brought back Reese's and Butterfingers. And I was like, well, Gage can't eat that because he's allergic to peanut butter. She's like, oh, I ain't know. But I went ahead and made them. We took them both over to my uncle's house because that's where we had dinner. And Gage was like, what's this pie? I was like, oh, well, both of them are peanut butter. You can't have them. And he's like, oh, well, I can have it because it's candy. And I'm like, what? And my uncle's like, oh, yeah, he can have peanut butter candy. He just can't have peanuts and peanut butter. And I'm like, what? That's not a thing. I'm like, so you lied. He's not allergic to peanuts. I mean, this boy now is 20. He grown now. This is a whole man.
And he's still
allergic was allergic to peanuts and peanut butter. And my uncle like, oh, but he can have the candy though.
That's like somebody told me they was allergic to tomatoes but like ketchup. Wait, what?
And Raven, his sister, my uncle was telling her she was allergic to milk. And I'm like, you know how much cheese you eat and ice cream? Like, you're not allergic to milk? He would buy either soy milk, or he'd buy the lactate. And say
he was lactose intolerant. I mean, it may make
she's still eating cheese. Cheese,
not allergic to it.
Cream by the pound, whipped cream by. She ain't allergic to it. I'm like, this man, they just make up stuff. I guess he felt like that was drinking calories, so he didn't want them to have milk because that was too many. That's his way to keep him skinny. So don't give him milk. They allergic to this, so don't give him milk. But they can have soda. Don't give him. He can't have peanut butter and jelly. He allergic to peanuts.
But he have
chicken nuggets every day.
But he have Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
He have a Snicker bar.
Yeah.
With them peanuts in it. With the real
candy. Yeah.
Candy negate, baby. You can eat shellfish if you just eat it.
Candy.
I guess. If you don't call it shellfish, because I guess we didn't call cheese milk,
right?
Realize, okay, so maybe if we didn't call it shellfish,
she can have salad. She can have a salad. She can have a taco.
Y'all can have all that shit.
Like I said, when this boy mama told me he was allergic to tomatoes, but he just got through eating a bag of ketchup.
People make up ridiculous stuff.
You ever just have people make your brain hurt? Mm-hmm. All right, so it has been almost 2 hours, and you know it is Sunday. You know what night that is. It is time. Get your 5s and your 9s together. Get your numbers in your head.
What are you talking about?
Rub your Buddhas. Get your 4-leaf clover. What's the things called? Your horseshoes. And whatever else you roll dolls. It is bingo time. It is Sun night, fun night. Y'all know what's up. Now we started this because this was DC. She saw this happen to somebody. This actually happened to somebody, judging somebody because they had she had several kids with different fathers. Let me tell you something. It ain't easy to have one kid. So I commend anybody who's had more than one. I can't imagine squeezing 5 of them out of nowhere. I barely can imagine squeezing 2 of them out. And I only squeezed out 1. However, who am I to judge her struggle with them?
Raylo said he finna drink. He ain't playing bingo. He finna drink.
Raylo, you gonna drink and play bingo? You don't know how they do it? Come on, Nat. You've been in casino.
Everybody twice. He like it's drinking time.
What?
He said it twice. He said it's drinking time. Then he said it again.
It was drinking time. It was drinking. Clearly, he already been drinking because he missed the E on the first one, but he came back. What are y'all making for Sunday dinner? I have no idea. And you know what? If we on here long enough, guess what we making for Sunday dinner? I think she got leftovers, and I believe I got leftovers. Baby.
We had takeout.
She had takeout. I did. Plus 1. Hey.
All right, baby, go ahead.
All right. So, y'all know bingo, Leilani, you know what's up? You know what time it is. Everybody, come on. Let's go. I'm not going to be over here. It's my time to go over there. And then DC will be over here. Y'all know at 7 o'clock in, I don't know how many minutes that is because I can't see. 20 minutes. In 20 minutes. Thank you, Mama Margaret.
Love you, Mama Margaret.
I want to see everybody who was here over there. Well, actually, it's back here in a few minutes because it's this channel. Same channel. Different situation. Okay, here we go. I am about to explain.
Raylo said he's trying to understand how to play bingo. Well, Raylo, the drinking's not going to help with that.
The drinking.
Okay, let me explain somebody drinking.
The drink is not gonna help you figure out bingo.
No, it's not. It's easy like this, Raylo. You need one thing. You need to have Cash App. If you have Cash App, we have numbers 1 through 15. You can pick as many of 1 through 15 as you want to. For each number you pick, it is a $5 donation. The Cash App will be scrolling while you're in the live. She'll show you what to do and what you need to do and everything. But it's $5 per number, $50 payout. $9 per number, $100 payout. You have to have Cash App. That's it. You're going to have numbers 1 through 15. You pick whichever number you want, 1 through 15. If you want to pick one number, that's fine. If you want to pick 5, that's fine. It's up to you and your money and how you want to roll it.
And you get bingo from the INGO. You got to spell out going to the right. Bingo from whatever number you pick. If you pick 1, you got the INGO across from the B.
Yes, it's not like bingo where you're just going to call out random numbers and you got to make a line, you got to make a vertical or a cross. No, it's not. You have BINGO across the top, 15 numbers down the side, and when bingo is spelled out next to the number you pick, you want $50.
Yeah, it's got to be different, Raylo, because there's no way for DC to hand you your own individual card to play. So you just got to do it by the screen. So it's just going across from whatever the first number, 1 through 15, and then it's going to be BINGO is what you're doing, straight across from the number you pick.
Come back in about 20 minutes, Raylo, and you can watch and you can see. You don't have to do it the first time. Watch a couple of times and get into it. It's fun. People have fun. We laugh. We joke. We go till people don't want to play no more, and then we go home. All right.
So our dinner with what we won last night.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Shoot. Shadrika was in it. She was like, got that ass. I'm about to get all the money. About to get it. Oh, my bad. Anyway, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, my lovely, beautiful sister from another mister, my co-hostess with the mostest, Leilani. All right, make sure y'all check out Leilani's Kitchen if you haven't already checked it out. Make sure you come back to bingo in 20 minutes. Make sure you do not judge because you have no idea what it took for a person to get up and get out of the house to be judged by you. So be careful what you do because it will always come back. Never do anything in the mirror you don't want to see. All right, this your girl Lisa. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hey, Chef Brooklyn, come back in about 15 minutes. We're going to do bingo. Same channel. Come back, Chef Brooklyn. Like your name. Love you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video or go live, you can see us, interact, and be a part of this bomb squad, y'all. You know what's up. It's your girl, Lisa, and I'm out. Peace.